What is up, YouTube? Seabreve here. Don't know why I'm spacing my words like I'm dyslexic, but that's not even the right fucking term. Just spacing my words like I'm dyslexic, that makes no sense at all. Fuck me, I can't even start it. I can't start a video. Like, I have a real problem starting videos. Anyway, I'm bringing you a mini scheme out of the Dolphins playbook again. But this one is going to be a lot longer with a lot more plays, so buckle your seatbelts, kids. I'm coming at you with this one. The formation is wing offset weak. This formation is also in Green Bay's playbook. Green Bay's playbook is probably better than Miami's playbook, but I'm just using Miami for this. I think they have pretty much the same plays. Don't quote me on that because I haven't really dove into Green Bay's playbook yet, but this is going to be a scheme that focuses on the run. It's going to focus on screen games, and on occasion it's going to focus on play action, post throws, and such, and some in routes and crap. I'll just show you. So I'm just going to pick a play so you can see what the audibles are and which ones you should be looking for. So curls is a shit play. You should know that. Inside zone split is a really good run. That's going to be a staple of the scheme, as are vertical tight end cross, as well as PA cross. So you can see 3 out of your 4 audibles are actually staples of this formation. So that's going to help out a lot in the passing game, especially these two. But I'll show you. I'll get started on the scheme. So inside zone split, you can see that's the X. There's also a counter, which is dirty. I'll show you how to set that up. Power row I don't really run. If your opponent really is shifting everyone to the left, and you might think about it, it's there. Speed option don't run. Draw don't run. And then there's a read option, which is pretty nice. So I'll show you. I'll come out and counter, and I'll show you how I set this up. So inside zone split. Wow, I just picked the wrong play. Inside zone split. You can see your tight end in the backfield is going to go to the left. That allows you to cut up field or cut back to the left behind the line if you want. What is going on there? free porno, free gangbang in my video for you kids that wanted that. What am I talking about? Okay. Inside zone split. The tight end goes to the left, so you can cut it back to the left like that if you want. It's a really good run. This is probably the run I do the most out of this formation. And it's quick audible, which is nice. So the counter. So the reason I showed you inside split the way it is because I actually run the inside split like this. I'll motion the tight end to the left because initially he won't block anybody, which sounds bad, but if someone comes on the left, he's actually just going to stand straight up like if it's a read option. So you can run right by him, and then that tight end actually goes upfield and blocks later. So see how he cuts up? Like, he let that guy on the left go, but then he shows up later and blocks for you. I actually like that better than having him cut across the formation on the handoff. Like, I'm going to cut this out. Ryan Tannehill throwing blocks, and I get a touchdown. So, yeah, and I mean, it doesn't necessarily make inside zone split better, but it makes your whole running scheme better, and I'll show you why. So this is what inside zone split looks like. Now, let's say I come out and counter. Now I'll run the counter stock, and you'll see why it sucks. You just get blown up in the backfield from the left side, right? There's not enough blocking on the left side. Your tight end, who's supposed to get over there, kind of doesn't get over there enough. So how do you fix that? You slide him over to the left. Now watch what happens. I still get blown up in the backfield. You want to be careful about the counter. Like, this is a good formation to run a counter on. If there's too many people on the left, the counter is just not going to work. That's just how the counter is on Madden 25. Jesus Christ, I'm giving you some bad examples. So use the counter, like, use your head when you call counter. This will work. Don't run a counter at a front that's going to stop the counter. But if you can run it well, then it's a good play to run. It just, you have to run it at the right time. See if you can get it to work. It's good, but anyways, I'm just rambling. So that's the counter. That's run number 2 of the mini scheme. Make sure on your inside zone split you are moving that tight end to the left unless you're trying to quick snap or something. I'll show you the power row real quick. I don't really run this that much, and you should not motion the tight end for this, but that's what it looks like. It's a nice change up. Not necessary. I just wanted to show you. Alright, run number 3 is the read option. Now, you're going to do the same adjustment, tight end to the left, and what this is going to do is give you an extra blocker for your quarterback. The tight end actually plays this really well, so he's going to cut off someone on the left if someone comes on the left, and if not, he's going to go up the middle. So this is good for a read option. I'll show you what it looks like. So you got to keep it there. He blocks up the middle, and now I've got a hole to run through. A lot better than if you just ran it stock like this, and now you've got, like, he would have picked that cornerback up if he was on the left. So I'll show you again. This is probably your second best run out of this, besides inside zone split. This is another nice wrinkle. Again, you can always flip these plays and essentially make them new plays just to keep your opponent guessing. I'm trying to get one where I can hand the ball off, but as you can see, I'm getting like at least 10 yards every time. So this is a really good formation to run out of. Just a nice running formation. So you got inside zone split. You can move the guy to the left. You can cut upfield, cut left, whatever you want to do. He's just out there blocking no one. And then you've also got the read option. Make sure you move him to the left again. And yeah, and then you've also got the counter, which I run the least, but if you can run at the right time, it is a really good run. So that's your running game out of this. Now I'll get into the screen game. So as you probably saw, there's FL screen, staple, and the way I run the screen game out of this is actually really kind of cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Y in a random hot route so I can motion to the right. And now what this looks like is the wing, I forget what it's called, but everyone runs that halfback dive out of this formation. It looks exactly like this. So now what that lets me do is put Y on a wheel and B on a streak and just run your standard FL screen. If you can do this quickly enough, it's going to be hard to adjust to. Obviously don't abuse this or your opponent's going to pick up on it, but it's nice just to kind of get a quick screen out there. And you've got 4 blockers instead of 3. Usually when you run FL screen, you've got only 3 blockers. I say only 3 blockers, like 3 blockers isn't amazing, but you've got 4 on this play, so look at just that convoy. So that's the screen game for that. Now I want to show you the other screen play, and if you're trying to quick snap, you can also run that FL screen and just throw it to the receiver, but it's not as good. I don't hardly ever do that, but that's just a suggestion. Here's the other screen game. So there's halfback slip screen, right? So I'm going to motion him the same way like if I was running FL screen, except now it's basically a cross screen. I'm going to put A on a out just in case. But what you're going to want to look for is zone. Obviously hit that Y on the screen, and then man. You could probably still hit that screen, but I usually just throw it to the out route of Matthews, the RB receiver. I'll show you what it looks like. I like these motion cross screens. It's just different, you know. I don't know if anyone's running this right now. I haven't really seen it. I'm sure someone has found this out, but yeah, you just motion him over, and now you've got like a cross screen instead of just a halfback screen, and it also looks exactly like your FL screen before the snap, so your opponent can't really guess what side you're running the screen to. Between that screen game and the running game, this ends up being pretty fucking dirty. And then I'll show you just the pass plays out of this. I'm trying to get through this quick, but I'm failing. So you've got strong flood. I don't run this much, but I do like what happens on the right side. You've got that flat route, which is nice given where the tight end is positioned. And then you've also got that out route for man and that streak. I would hot route B to a regular streak because the stock streak is kind of weird and doesn't go that far. So, and then you're just going to look for the flat if it's open, the out route against man, and then also that unbumpable in route on the left side of the formation as it gets bumped. I meant against man, but so your reads against man would be that out route on the right, and then also that in route on the left. And against zone, you're just going to look and see if the flat's open, if the out route's open, and then you're going to look for your running back releasing if nothing is open. I don't run this that much, I'm just showing you. The main two passes of this, I should have started with this, I'm sorry. Vertical, tight, and cross. So, as part of the scheme, again, move the halfback to the right. Kind of looks like the screen game. And then you can put like Wallace on a smart right at out route or whatever. Just mess around with it, a slant, something. But I would keep RB on that seam route because that wrecks zones. And then also you've got that angle route. Obviously against the goal line, it's not the best example, but that angle route is really good. That gets open against a lot. As you can see, I can just dot it and run through zones and stuff. So that's what you're going to look for. Your outside receivers are kind of wild cards. The only two routes you really need are that seam route and that angle route. I also like to do the motion and then an option just to make it look like the screen game. But not necessary at all. So that's vertical, tight, and cross. I'm trying to get an example where I can throw the seam route. There we go. Just click on and make the user, just like Madden 13. And then lastly, you got PA cross. So I would actually keep the play action on this, and I would also, what were my adjustments for this? Oh, so you've got the comeback on the left. I don't really like that, so you can do like an out route just in case. I would keep A on his route, and I would keep I would actually put RB on a zig. So you got the play action, I'd cancel it right away. Now you got that zig over there that gives you a route on the right side of the field. Fuck, I ran the wrong play. One sec. So PA cross, you got the zig on the right. You've also got Clay kind of dragging. They keep running man. Anyway, that zig's going to be wide fucking open against man. You got Clay on the left kind of sneaking out. I like how that route is. It's kind of like an easy underneath 5 yards, I guess. And then you've also got the post, which I'll show you. Just your standard skinny post. Wallace gets his fucking shit rocked. Would not want to be Mike Wallace, dude. That's how you know it's time to end the video when I can't even say Mike Wallace. I would not want to be Mike Wallace. There's your skinny post. Okay, so that's PA cross. Keep the play action in, cancel it, and those routes are pretty good. So I just pressed the wrong button. Doesn't even matter. I'll take 14 yards. Okay, so in summary, for your run game, you've got inside zone split, counter Y, and also read option. And for all of those, you're going to want to motion the tight end to the left. That just makes all of those runs better. For your screen game, you've got FL screen. You're going to want to streak B, move Y to the right, and put them on a wheel, and then just do a standard FL screen. And then for HB slip screen, you're going to move Y to the right and then run it like a cross screen. Just to mix it up. And then your passes, strong flood, you've got the out route, the unbumpable in route, and then also vertical tight end cross has that angle route like I showed in the seam, and then PA cross with the post, and the zig with RB. So that's just the recap. Some things to note about this mini scheme, as you can probably pick up on, with the way the motions develop, if I'm playing against someone that's doing this, I can pretty much tell when you're running and when you're passing, just because a lot of the passing motions are the same as other passing motions, but they're also different from the running motions, which are all the same as other running motions. So you can get kind of predictable, so just try to mix it up. You could try to run like inside zone split without the motion. Vertical tight end cross doesn't have a motion. Just try to mix it up. Don't abuse that motion. I just wanted to show you because it makes some of the plays better. But anyways, rate, like, subscribe. Let me know how it goes. Later, guys. Peace.